Communications. He is a teacher and volunteer of Art of Living and advisor to startups. Mr. Goyal has over 25 years of experience in P&L management, human resources, operations, IT, corporate communications, and program management, and has held global leadership roles in these functions across geographies. He has been involved in over a dozen M&As, as well as played a key role in integration of these companies across various countries. Mr. Goyal joined Tata Communications in February 2010 from PeopleStrong HR Services, where he was chairman and managing director. Prior to PeopleStrong HR Services, Mr. Goyal was part of the startup team of Addison Software Systems, where he spent 16 years in a variety of roles, including Global Head of HR, Head of Gurgaon Center, and provided direction to IT and corporate communication functions. He was also a director on the board of this listed company. Mr. Goyal has a passion for community service and has been an active volunteer with the Art of Living since 2000. Since the year 2000, Mr. Goyal has a Master's in Management Studies from BITS Pilani. A very warm welcome to you, sir. And the floor is open to you, and sir, 25 minutes, and the floor is all yours.
Okay.
Thank you. And the topic, before you start, I can just give a brief. Spirituality at the workplace. Spirituality, we can have our own meanings. It can be God, it can be religion. Let's say what it means for Mr. Rajesh.
Yeah. Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So this is going to be a tough session for you, right? Just after lunch. Huh? Yeah. So are you really interested in finding out technically, do I need it? Is it okay without it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Better. Like very extraordinary. So, what was the topic again?
Spirituality at workplace.
Good. It's the same topic that I was given many days ago, so at least there is no surprise now. So what is workplace according to you? See, if you want to understand spirituality at workplace, we need to understand workplace, we also need to understand spirituality. Hopefully after that we don't need to understand the connection, right? So what is the workplace? Is it okay if I stand?
Yes, sir.
So what is workplace, anybody?
Second home where they go working. The second home.
Workplace where you are supposed to work, okay.
Second home basically.
Second home basically, okay.
Not only that place where you are working actually, that can be anywhere. You are even traveling, you are like at home, you are like interacting with somebody, like when you are here, everywhere that is workplace.
Okay. So workplace, yes.
So the place where you perform your duties.
A workplace where you perform your duties. Okay, very good. Anybody else?
So place where you try to find a sense of direction in your day-to-day life through your work.
Okay. Very good. What else?
Every place indeed is a workplace because you're everywhere, every time you're at work. So, on larger contacts, every place is
Okay.
Probably when you are committed to some kind of cause.
Okay. Very nice. What else? So why are you at a workplace?
Perform certain goals.
Perform certain roles.
Certain actions.
Actions.
Possible certain goals.
Okay. What else?
So, for the inner fulfillment of an individual,
For the inner fulfillment of the individual.
whether it's
That she is going to talk about.
no, I'm talking about all types, physical, mental.
Basically taking care of your needs and aspirations. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Because inner fulfillment could be different from this. Okay. What else?
Learning.
Learning. Okay. What else? Is it getting to be boring? Not yet. Okay, so tell me now.
Recognition.
For recognition. You have to do something that people recognize you, appreciate you. Okay, what else?
Probably judge your competition and where you stand in your competition.
Okay. Okay, where do you stand vis-a-vis the competition? Okay. So, can I make a suggestion? Can all of you roll your chairs and just come here? Why do we have to just keep looking? Prove yourself. Very nice. Anybody else would like to add to this?
So you face the challenges, whatever the daily routine throws at you,
Yeah.
to be able to overcome.
Okay.
Challenge yourself and explore more.
Sorry?
To challenge yourself with.
Challenge yourself with something more every day.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
To realize your potential.
To realize your potential. Very good.
You guys have a progressive career path.
To ride high, to have a progressive career. Good. To become successful. Is that what it is?
Professional.
Suppose you had to express all of this in like 3 words. How would you do that? Why are you in the workplace?
Fulfill the purpose of life.
Fulfill the purpose of life. Okay. Any other?
3 words which you learn, let and live.
Health,
Learn.
wealth, and satisfaction.
Learn
Let
and live. Okay.
Health, wealth, and satisfaction.
Health, wealth, satisfaction. Very nice.
So for me, it would be recognition, money, and fulfillment of purpose, satisfaction, like you said.
Okay. Very nice. So it's looking like very shallow. Why are you in a workplace? Isn't it looking boring? Or it's looking interesting to you guys? Interesting?
It depends.
Or what? that is always clear.
If you are not likely to do what you are
working at your-
then it will be boring.
Yes.
Or else like you are enjoying that task and you will be interacting with nothing.
Being stuck in a normal job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whether the workplace is of your choice or you are forced to work in that work.
Yes.
Keywords that I can think of is right now give, grow, gain.
Give, grow, and gain.
So passion, money, happiness.
Passion, money, happiness.
So risk, results, and rewards.
Risk, results, and rewards. Okay, let's keep this here for a moment. How do you get all this? For you to achieve these 3 words or whatever we said so far, how do you have to be at the workplace to achieve that? How do you have to behave? What do you have to? How does it happen?
See, if your workplace is a happy place to work in, you will be thrilled and you will be excited to work. And the work environment will be such that your productivity will be high. And once that productivity is high, you will achieve the aligned goal. And once that is achieved, the inner happiness or the external happiness or whatever the end result you want will be achieved.
So the whole life, the goal of the life must be to find a happy place. Do you know any such places? Home to ठीक है. All of you understand a bit of Hindi?
Yes.
Home को छोड़ो, workplace की बात करो. You know any such place?
Google.
Seems like a fun place.
You know anybody working there?
Soil is
Soil.
one place.
But you are here for. See, if you stay here for too long, that means you are not doing well. Right?
It's actually not the case.
And there are too many positions for staff here.
That's
Right? You agree with that?
That's true.
But there are various reasons why people do take a certain path. They have various reasons for them, what brings them happiness, what gets them satisfaction. So we can't just generalize them across.
Different persons have different likes and interests, and the workplace depends on their likes and interests. It's upon us that we choose workplace according to our likes and interests.
Actually, we have a few of examples in front of us. Our alumni who actually gave up the job last year, working from here to actually try and find the happiness in being an entrepreneur. So they are choosing this place as a workplace to start up.
So are we saying happiness is important?
Yeah.
Most important.
Most important.
But we can't deny the fact that money makes the world go round.
There's a trade-off between happiness and some people.
No, you can say that happiness is in the money.
Not exactly, but it is. It is partially true that money brings you happiness, but there are other components that actually fulfill that whole circle of happiness. Money is one of the biggest components of that.
Okay. So one thing is about happiness, something is about satisfaction, right? How can you be very effective, the most effective at a workplace?
When your heart is in sync with your mind.
So when you love, be passionate about
When you love what you do, when you love your work,
motivated
when you're motivated,
and inspired.
When your job
Inspired.
doesn't feel like it's a job.
when you don't feel like it's a job. You do some theoretical answers.
So when you feel like going to office or
When you feel like going. But how do you make that happen now? See, the way all of you say it's a very passive way. If this was true, then everything will be fine. But is that in your control?
No. Not always.
Not always, right?
Something.
Most of the time it is not. No, that means you are just leaving yourselves to the vagaries and chances in the world. Now that's not how success is achieved. Yes or no?
So actually, it depends on the individual also. If you prolong the activities that I am not going to be happy here, if you're going to grab for long, then probably you can't actually.
Anand? Yes.
If you're going to grab for long, that this place doesn't belong to me and I don't want to work here. So maybe whatever you do will not bring happiness to you. So if your mind is like an on and off button, if it is always on an on mode, that fine, there are some things that I should ignore and there are things that attract me towards this place. If you think that the class is half full, then it will bring the positivity to you. Otherwise, you will not see this half empty always.
Got it.
It will not bring.
So three things have come so far, if I were to summarize. One is you guys are talking about purpose, you're talking about happiness, you're talking about success. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, at a workplace, are you working alone?
No.
Can you achieve success individually in a workplace? So you have to do teamwork. Yeah? How good you have to be? Do you have to be productive? You have to be efficient. You have to be sharp. Yes?
You have to be innovative.
You have to be innovative.
Compromising.
Compromising.
Also building.
Non-compromising or compromising?
Compromising. While working in a team, you should
Compromising. How about calling it adjusting?
Adapting. Sometimes
Compromise is always
negative.
a loss associated with it, no? It's an investment you are making to become successful. That's a compromise, no? Otherwise, you're always feeling like a victim. Right? So, have you thought about creativity? Where does it come from? How does creativity happen? I understand there is another workshop going on creativity, right? So, where does creativity come from?
When you stop thinking what others will say on your viewpoint, then you can think like thinking out of the box. And you can
Okay.
Avoid self-criticism.
Avoid self-criticism. Okay, very good. Where does creativity come from?
Probably from within.
Probably from heart.
So when your right side of brain is working there,
And right side is this side or this side?
your
Have you noticed when do creative thoughts come to you?
When you write
When you are peace. So the crux of the creativity lies in the present moment. If you are here and now, that's when creativity will happen. So are you here and now?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
100%?
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure. So why don't you close your eyes for a moment? And notice that your mind is full of thoughts. Lots of thoughts are coming into your mind. Now, all you have to do is just keep watching these thoughts. doesn't matter what these thoughts are. Imagine you have two boxes in front of you. Left box is related to thoughts which are about the past, things that have already happened. You have to close your eyes, don't write anything right now. And thoughts that are related to future or put them in the right box. And the rest in the center box. And you may open your eyes. So which box is the one that is full or partially full? Future. How many for how many people is the right box, the future box? Don't be shy. Okay. For how many the left box related to the past? Don't be shy. Huh? For how many the middle box? Okay, 2 people, 3 people. So middle box, what type of thoughts?
What I'm currently doing at this point of time.
Give me an example.
Like, if I woke up in the morning, I planned the whole my agenda for the day. Actually, am I following that agenda or not? What change I'm making today itself? Not waiting for tomorrow and what has gone.
That is one. What was the next thought?
Next thought is that how I once I realize now if I'm not performing up to that potential, how do I do at this moment of time to live my time potential?
Good. Now the
I will say that my central box was full, others were completely empty. There was nothing else in right.
Very good. Very nice. Now, right box is what type of thoughts?
Future.
Future.
So probably where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years. क्या होने वाला है? Will I get a good job? Will I get 15 lakh rupees startup salary? Right, things like that, right? Will I get good grades? Yes or no?
Yes.
What type of emotion does it generate in you?
Anxiety.
Anxiety, worry. Yes?
Tension.
Yes or no?
Yes.
And what are the past thoughts? Usually, hey, why did I get angry on this guy? You know, I should have stopped. You know, when this person fell down on the road, I should have stopped and helped that person. Yes?
Happiness also.
Sometimes. So it's related to either regret, feeling depressed, feeling low, etc. Yes or no? Maybe even angry. Now, the past is not changeable. It has happened. It doesn't matter how hard you think. It is not going to change. You agree with that? The future is not clear. Whether you'll get a 15 lakh rupee job is not known yet. I was told sometime in December you'll start getting to know that. Yeah? What do you worry? If you worry about it now, is it helpful? Now your mind is continuously being bombarded by thoughts. Majority of them are related to past or the future. Yes or no? When that happens, your mind is not in the present moment. So can creativity happen? When did creativity happen for Newton or Archimedes?
It was fully present, but now I was able to see that.
Or Kekulé? Have you heard of Kekulé? So when the mind is relaxed and is in the present moment, is when creativity happens. Now, can you put your mind in the present moment? Huh? You want to try? Okay. Close your eyes. Now, you have to force your mind to do something deliberately. And the deliberate thing is, close your eyes. You can think of anything other than a blue monkey jumping on the tree. And you may open your eyes. So what did you think of? Now you can't control your mind. Right? What did you think? Huh?
I didn't see anything.
You are saying, I will not see the blue monkey.
Yeah, I've not done that.
But for that we had to be deliberate. So I saw the tree, but then I avoided the monkey.
I am going to avoid the monkey. So what were you thinking of? Only the tree without the monkey. Now, to be able to keep your mind in the present moment is one big portion of spirituality. Would you agree with that, Anand?
Of course, that is what we are saying here is mindfulness.
Yes, mindfulness. So how do you become mindful? How can you be in the present moment? Have you thought about that?
Always keep aware of the happenings around you.
Being aware of the happenings around you. Okay. Let's try. What we'll do is, forget about that now. Close your eyes once more. Now, one or two of you are not closing your eyes. No? Just close your eyes, not so hard. All you have to do is make sure you are breathing. And all you have to do is, as you are breathing in, be aware of the air going in from your nostrils, and as you are breathing out, be aware of the breath going out from your nostrils. That's all. Keep watching your breath. And if you lose attention, just bring it back. That's all you have to do. Just be aware of your breath in and out. Let's continue. And gently you may open your eyes. So how was it? How are you feeling now? What is there in your mind right now? Nothing. So when there is nothing in your mind, that's when you are in the present. Very simply using breathing, you heighten your awareness to become, like Anil said beautifully, you become mindful. Now, first step is related to creativity. The second is what? When will you be most productive and sharp? When you are in the present moment or when you are not? Right? So your productivity depends a lot on, a lot of times when you're studying, you read 5 pages and say, oh, क्या पढ़ लिया मैंने? Yes? Can you please tell me when 5 minutes are left?
So 10 minutes.
Okay. Right? It happens because our mind wandered. The more our mind wanders, the less productive and efficient and sharp we are. That's the second relation to productivity. Teamwork, you said, right? It is essential. You said compromises. What is teamwork to do with spirituality? Any idea? When does teamwork happen best?
People have trusted each other.
People have trusted each other.
You can extend the others' ideas, you can work online, so that they can feel special.
Okay? Caring for others. Compassion.
You're not
Empathy.
You're not being judgmental.
You're not being judgmental.
There is actually no competition within the or team.
There is no competition within the group or team. Okay?
You know the team members on a more on a personal level rather than professional.
knowing people more at a personal level than professional level. What else?
When every team member believes in the purpose why they exist,
Believing in the purpose,
why the team exists.
that makes sure that that becomes greater than anyone. Okay. Now, caring, compassion, empathy, where does that come from? Can you name any public figures that you think were very compassionate,
Mother Teresa.
caring? Mother Teresa,
Nelson Mandela.
Mahatma Gandhi. So they were all spiritual people. Large number of people who have achieved things in their lives, they were spiritual. Now, what is spiritual? So we understood the workplace. Now, just ability to be mindful, living in the present moment, is directly related to. It comes from. You can train yourself with spirituality. You can learn that from doing some spiritual practice. But it is directly correlated to what?
The breath.
Breath, yes, but what? Crux of the creativity lies in the present moment. And your productivity and efficiency. Yes? It also makes you more compassionate. Being in the more aware you are, the more compassionate you become. Yeah? For example, you know, how do you wake up in the morning?
Sometimes with alarm, or sometimes we have your intuitions. So you wake up in the morning.
So usually it is difficult to get up in the morning without an alarm, right? For most of us? Yes or no? Now take a mother who has a small child who is sleeping in the other room. Now at 2 a.m., if the child cries, would the mother hear it? How soon or how late? Immediately. Why does that happen?
She has emotional connect with that.
So the more sense of belonging you have, the more aware you become. Yes or no?
Yes.
The more aware you are, the more sense of belongingness you get. Now, suppose she gets up, pats the child, goes to sleep, and the mother goes back and lies down, and then the child cries again. What will the mother do? Again come back. Suppose it keeps happening every few minutes. What will she do? Either she'll keep coming again and again, or she will just sit there. Yes or no? The more sense of belongingness you have, the more commitment you have. Yes or no? All this comes from spirituality. That's the ABC. Awareness, belongingness, and commitment. When you have all this, you become more responsible like mother. Right? Nobody needs to tell her what to do. Yes or no? Now, if everybody in the corporate world was responsible, means what? Every time the child cried, automatically somebody took care of the task. Would you need to motivate anybody? Because you are responsible. Responsible people they inspire themselves. Why has Anil not named it School of Motivated Leadership? Have you thought about that? Because motivation comes from an external stimuli. Inspiration comes from where? Internal. To be able to inspire yourself again comes from spirituality. So spirituality, if you ask me, has only, in a very simple way, means understanding yourself is spirituality. Yeah. It has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with religion. Of course, you can make it to do with it, but it is really not. So if you can understand yourself better, then you can be more happy, then you can be. Have you ever wondered what makes you happy?
What you want to, suppose you achieve something, what you want very badly at that particular moment. That sense of achievement makes you happy.
Okay, quickly think about, we still have 2 minutes? 2 minutes?
Yes, sure.
Okay. 2 minutes. When will you be happy?
And you can make others happy.
When you can make others happy.
Depends on the situation.
That's what she's going to talk about. Called.
So it depends on the situation. Sometimes it's professional and sometimes it's personal.
Actually, it more depends on the time because we have certain goals.
What are the things that you need to be happy? Because you're giving me very theoretical answers. If, then, else, depends. So what do you need to be happy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Be creative.
Okay? See, we all want to be happy. Now, when you're being asked, what do you need to be happy? You have no answer.
Achieve what you wanted.
What do you want?
Achieve.
Now, Dhoni or Virendra Sehwag grew up wanting to become a Sachin Tendulkar. Yes or no? Do you know about that?
Yes, sir.
He is in the cricket team, Indian cricket team. Do you think he should be happy?
Yes.
Is he? Is he? He says, I am nowhere near Tendulkar. Are you happy? Sorry? Now, see, the point is, you are amongst the 0.01% of the country right now. But you're not happy. Otherwise, you would have said, yes, of course I am happy. This is what you said is really the problem. We are always on our way to be happy, but are never. Happiness always lies in the present moment. You can't be happy in the past, you can't be happy in the future. If you don't live in the present moment, how can you be happy? So, it is not a problem to have a list of things that will give you happiness. You think will give you happiness, but don't link your happiness to it, that's all. Be happy now. That is also spirituality.